Beautiful day, beautiful soul. And welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness. Tarot. Coming to you live once again from Las Vegas. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. And I'm back to deliver this latest timeless collective channel message from the download series. So if you're here, it's by divine design. If it resonates, pick it up and run with it. If it doesn't, leave it where you found it. Either way, make your choices and decisions responsibly today, because you'll always have the consequences and repercussions. Hey, you have questions, I have answers. You can find my facts on the website, located in the title of this live. Raw, real, unedited, uncut, unscripted, deprogrammed, sugar-free podcast. And after these messages, we'll be right back. The following message has been co-signed by the divine and sponsored by spirits. So we have just pulled your Alpha and Omega messages. We pull them first, we read them last, so we'll set them aside there until the end of our session and see how they put a pretty bow on everything that channels through here for us today. We're going to get started with Tarot 3D. It's a major arcana only deck to see what's the dominant energy at the time. Again, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you find it, it's when you're meant to. And any correlation to dates or timing that I might mention during this reading, if you find it at a much later date, that's okay. Some might come into play, but the energy of the message is what's here for you. If you're finding it during the time of the recording, that's fine. Again, pick it up. If it resonates, leave it where it doesn't. Let's see what's the major arcana. What's the dominant energy? What are we being presented with? The universe is saying, hey, do this. What is that? What is this? What is this that the universe wants us to focus on to right now for our highest, lightest, and brightest good, for our overall love, peace, health, wealth, and happiness? What is the major arcana energy for us today? Okay. And it's the Devil card, Capricorn energy. So the Devil card is like, oh my God, that's so hard. It's the Devil card just makes me say, oh my God, it's so hard, because I saw in Capricorn energy, Capricorn tends to do what is so hard. Now it came out with another card that said for me to show it, and it was the Death card, the Scorpio. They said, stop looking at everything like it's so hard. Things are not as hard as you think they are. I heard you make them a lot harder because you keep saying that it's so hard. It's so hard. Is it really so hard, or is it your perspective that it's so hard that's creating the hardness that you're calling about? I also see the end of toxic connections, the end. So it's like, if you know you've been holding on to some toxic friendship, loveship, familyship, whatever, the universe is here saying, listen, it's time for you to pull out of that, baby. You know that that's not good for you. You know it's not healthy. That's basically it. The Devil, something you love, but it may not be healthy for you. Mm-hmm. Now that Capricorn energy I was saying was telling me, look, you need to, with the Scorpio energy, dig deep so you can overcome and do more than you thought you could do. So you can do something more, so you can elevate, so you can accomplish a huge task, accomplish a huge goal that you want to. However, this is probably something that you've never done before, and you probably don't know anybody who's done it either. Capricorn always shows me that the images that I've seen online about the goats that climb up they scale these crazy incline on these mountain cliffs, right? And they're just standing on a wall. They're basically standing on a wall. And so there's something here about, and Capricorn can attain to heights and go places where people can't go, where most animals can't go. And so there's an energy here about what you're going to do is not something that is common. It's very extraordinary, honey, extraordinary. Doesn't it feel good to be extraordinary? Now, also, I feel like there's so much to say with this Death card and the Devil card coming out here as the major arcana energy. Again, the end of toxicity. Somebody here is breaking some major addiction. Somebody's in rehab. Somebody is in recovery. Somebody is sober now. Somebody has quit some unhealthy behavior because they knew it was keeping them stuck. If you haven't now's the time. The energy is calling for it. If it's been on your mind, now's the time. And they're saying the best way to do it is, this is an interesting technique that I've never heard before. I mean, I've heard it about other things, but I've never heard it in regards to this type of experience before, where they're saying, instead of focusing on quitting the drugs, the drink, the alcohol, the abusive relationship, instead they said, why can we focus on what we're going to choose instead of that? Focus on choosing something else instead of that. So they're showing me with smoking, for example, with smoking, somebody here, instead of, oh man, I can't smoke that cigarette. I want to smoke that cigarette. I can't smoke that cigarette. We got to find something else. Go find you a piece of gum. Is it find you a piece of gum and a fidget toy or something like that? So every time that urge to smoke would come up, then you would say, I need a piece of gum and a fidget toy. I need my fidget toy and my piece of gum. Okay, so for somebody here, it's like redirecting the focus into the healthier option for you. Okay, and so where it applies to a relationship that has been unhealthy, a relationship that is irreciprocal, imbalanced, unhealthy, keeping you stuck in fear, an abusive relationship. Instead of going towards and choosing that person, they're saying, well, what else can you choose? So somebody here you're going to choose, instead of seeing that person, you're going to start, I see somebody going to the gym. I'm going to go to the gym. Oh, it's time for me to go to the gym. I got to go work out again. Somebody's going to go take another walk. Somebody's going to go take another run around the block. Somebody's going to go paint another piece of art. Somebody's going to go cook another meal. I heard, and feed the homeless. Somebody here is turning from focusing on an unhealthy connection, and they're going to turn, and so this is a energy when that trigger comes up inside of us to do the unhealthy thing. Instead of doing that, we're making a conscious decision to make a different choice, to choose something healthier, to choose something more beneficial, to choose something that is a path. I heard not taking us down the same path we've been to, taking us down the path of where we actually choose we want to go. You know what you want as soon as you know what you don't want. So you don't want that unhealthy relationship. Instead of hanging out with that person, here you go. You're going to go hang out with somebody who is a healthy relationship. Or maybe you're just going to go hang out with yourself and get a good book to help you take your mind to another place. So there's something here about that. It's like a redirection of focus is the way it's coming out. So let's see what the download oracle wants to contribute to our message today. Yes. Capricorn and Scorpio. If you have a connection between a Capricorn and Scorpio, I heard you're going through some rocky times right now. Capricorn and Scorpio is going through some rocky times right now. Somewhere I see a Scorpio person who is attaining to new heights and doing things that they've never done before. And somewhere I see a Capricorn person who's making huge life changes. Let me tell you, huge life changes that's going to benefit for the long-term, long haul. Yeah. Let's see what came out of the download oracle here. It says, I am always blessed, safe, and protected no matter where I am in my skin. So this is also telling me the end of fear. If somebody here, you're looking for, well, what am I supposed to focus on? This. I'm always blessed, safe, and protected no matter where I am in my skin. I just saw somebody, and you're a scary person. You are scary. You get scared, honey. You get scared. I heard scared to go to your car, scared to walk around, scared to drive. Why? Somebody has a lot of fear in them, It's because you focus on a lot of things that are scary. You've been focused on a lot of things that are scary. You're kind of taught that way. I heard you were kind of taught that way since you're little. This is how you were raised to focus. I'm saying in this energy, we'd like to see you focus on, I'm always blessed, no matter where I am in my skin, always blessed. And it's like on repeat. Okay, so let's see. What else do we have for you? What cards? They're showing me these tea leaf fortune cards again. So let's get these out. What do we have for the tea leaf fortune cards for you today? All right. What are the factors here? What's going on? Oh, Lord. Okay, hold on. We have the bear in April. Somebody here, birthday in April, major event from April. Okay, the bear, danger, especially in money matters. Okay, is there an Aries person involved or a Taurus person involved? The bear, danger, especially in money matters. Somebody's name is April. And you've been making some choices that you know you need to make differently. Somebody, your name is April. You've been making some unhealthy choices. You want to make them differently. Okay, somebody here, since April, things have been going down. Okay, what? Marriage. Oh boy, things have been going down in the marriage, and it's starting to affect your financial matter. So the devil card asks, "What are you bound to?" The death card asks, "What do you need to release?" Okay, so somebody here, danger, especially in money matters, does it have to do with a commitment, a marriage, a contract that you signed, a bond that you forged? Okay, because the devil is a bond that's going to show you your own shadow as well. In regards to love matters, when the devil comes out in regards to a love situation, oh, it's a love connection. Absolutely, it is. But this love connection is going to show you your own shadow aspects. It's going to show you where you're scary. It's going to show you your codependency. It's going to show you your own toxicity. It's going to show you all these things. If you've been going through it and you realize these things, then apparently it's time to release that, because when you're in a connection that shows you that, chances are, so it depends if your partner is presenting toxic or healthy. If your partner is also presenting toxic and they're not healing their energy and they're not showing up in an improved way of being, in a more evolved state, if they're not learning with you, you're going to end up having to let them go. That's just the way these things work on this planet. So every connection that comes into our life is there for a purpose. So the bear danger, especially in money matters, if finances have been on a challenge, right? If finances have been on a challenge since the marriage in April, uh, fears, fears, toxic behaviors. Watch out. Somebody here, you got married. They said it's time for you to let go of fear. That is that is setting up a decline for somebody here. And what do you replace it with? I am always blessed and protected no matter where I am in my skin. That's the replacement energy. This is what we're going to pivot to. This is what we're going to redirect our focus to. This is what we want to add in. Because remember, what you resist persists, what you embrace, you can't erase. This is why they're showing you what to embrace, not what to resist. Because the more you resist, it's like the energy even I see it gets tighter. It's like the bond gets tighter. And so the best way, and they're telling me where I've actually done this in my own interpersonal relationship, the best way to release yourself from a unhealthy relationship is literally to embrace it. But you have to embrace it from your place of authenticity. See, that unhealthy relationship is only being allowed to sustain itself out here because you've been faking the front. You've been lying to yourself. You've been lying to them. You've been doing shit, bending over backwards, doing shit you don't want to do. You've been giving them this false illusion. I heard you've been giving this false illusion to these people to keep them satisfied, to keep them more docile, to make them more favorable towards you, to make them accept you. But it's not really how you are. It's not really who you are. It's not really what you want. It don't feel right to you. Don't feel good to you. It's time to release that. Let that go. It's unnecessary. It's unhealthy, and it's not beneficial for you. It's not serving you. Anything that you want to have on your plate, honey, it's serving you up all right, but it's not serving you anything you want to have on your plate. At the bottom of the deck, we have the bull. It says, do not back down from the opposition. Show strength and fortitude. Somebody here could has somebody. The bear always gives me mother energy. Is there a mother bear who's having some financial struggles? And now here, look, what is April here for? But the marriage. And she's trying to get in the middle of your marriage. Do not back down from opposition. So strength and fortitude. Listen, even the Bible talks about, when a man and a woman get married, they become one. They leave their mother and they leave their father and they become one. So I'm not really a scripture person. I mean, I am a scripture person. I don't really push the Bible on folks. I'm not pushing religion or none of that. But if this old mentality, patriarchal mentality, Bible even says something like that, like seriously, dude, when you get, I'm not saying you have to completely just forsake your parents, but honey, you can't let even your parents get in between your marriage. You cannot. If you've decided to be married to this person, that's who you're married to. That's who you're bonded to. Now, on the same time, if you have married somebody and now you're meeting the actual person and they're showing up with all this toxicity, bringing you abuse, negativity, bringing you fear, bringing you mongering, trying to oppress you, not allowing you to be yourself. Now they want to change you and all that stuff. There's stuff that's going to have to be addressed here. So I'm not sure which of these experiences they're going to want to follow through, but I know about a supernatural deck that I love. before I got started. I had to do it before I got started. I wasn't going to have too much time for this session today. It's been really busy for me lately, and I'm so grateful for that. And I do have things to do today, so we're going to get right into this tarot reading and see what comes out. I do not foresee an extended reading to this today, so I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you for your love donations. Thank you for choosing me for your personal consultation and sharing it with whoever you feel might need it. I'm here doing this because I absolutely love and adore my brothers and sisters of humanity. I've been through a lot of shit, and I figured if my tears and my pain could be a benefit, be of service to somebody else, then that'd be great. And so I decided to get up here and start sharing this stuff years ago, and I've seen the benefits. I've seen the change happens in people when they find more awareness, just like it happened in me when I found more awareness. So I do keep sharing my awareness, and then different ones of you write to me. And I would love for you to write to me. If you want to share your testimony, I would really love to be able to share some of the success stories and testimonies of what you've learned from the channel. Send me an email. Please send me an email. I love an email from you to tell me what I can, or you can record a little video and send me a little video. If you're not afraid of being on camera, I would love to share the testimony of what you've learned, what has helped. Some of you have written to me the comments and personally on my phone and stuff like that. I love that, but and I love that it works for you, and I love that it's helping you. But I really feel like those are the types of things that if we can present that to the public, somebody's going to be touched by your story. Somebody's going to say, "Well, dang, if they could do what I could do." So let's see what is coming up in this energy. What is the message that I have to deliver for you? I Celtic cross spread. We'll do my modified Celtic cross instead of 10 cards, it'll be 14 cards. Let's see what's coming up for you. What is in your energy? Where are you at right now? Let me see where you're at right now. Somebody's got some China blossom, maybe a tattoo or something like that. I see a China blossom, cherry blossom. Sorry, not China blossom, cherry blossom. Five of Wands. You're battling, fighting. But it came out with Six of Wands saying you overcame it. So either you've already overcome it or you know what you need to do to overcome it because you have success. I hear you success minded, but you're still in the middle of this battle. Okay, that's okay. Life is filled with challenges, and I'm here to remind you that challenges only exist to show you how freaking awesome you are. So don't be afraid of the challenges, However, I hear some challenges are unnecessary. God, that sounds horrible. All right. You have the Seven of Pentacles. Opportunity is that death card energy. Release. Why would you want to release it? Because it's unhealthy. It's not growing. It's not evolving. The long term of it is just not beneficial. Play the long game, honey. Set yourself up for success. You got to be wise in what you invest in your energy in. You want to be wise in what you're giving your attention to. And so, now, this is one reason I love working with this today, because here we have Arthur Ketch. He's from the Men of Letters. And the thing about him is he was one of the Men of Letters. He was raised that way from his whole life. But at some point, he went through a whole persona change. When he died and came back to life, he came back to life with a whole new mentality. He was no longer part of Men of Letters. So what this is saying, your opportunity is to let go of the way you were raised to be, what they trained you into be. You realize there's some manipulation. You realize some shit just ain't right. So life has given you a series of experiences that have trained you to be a specific way, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. However, there's something here about, you're finding a higher path. You're finding a more evolved awareness. You're finding a better way of doing things, And so here you are playing the long game, setting yourself up for success. This is the opportunity that's here for you now. Now, to do that, you're going to have to choose. What connections are you going to invest yourself into? Which connections make sense for you? Which connections are beneficial? And which connections are true? Because there's some connections here, especially the devil card up here, some connections here that are very manipulative, that are deceitful, and that are very dark energy. Because the Men of Letters, they're so calculating. That organization is so calculating. And they have little respect human life. And so there's our energy here. Is somebody been so calculating, has so little respect for human life, and that's not the way you want to be no more. Yeah. All right, let's see what is below you in this energy. What do you have below you in this energy? We have the Wheel of Fortune. Hello. Yeah, you're in the position you're standing in. It makes you want to stop in the name of love before you break your heart. Something here, it's time for cycles, it's time for change. You know that something's got to stop before it breaks your heart. Okay, hold on. When you stop, it's a heartbreak, but the heartbreak you're going to choose how it comes instead of letting it come worse. With the devil, I just heard it's like low blood sugar. The lower it drops, the faster it falls. Something here again on the decline. If you have sugar issues, low insulin issues, something like that, be careful of your sugar. Don't make sure. Do me a favor, put a few pieces of candy in your purse and keep those handy, because somebody here, low sugar, the lower it gets, the faster it falls, and it's deadly. Where high blood sugar will just put you in a coma, low blood sugar will kill you. And now they're talking, there's a channel message that comes through that. Yeah, because if your blood sugar drops past a certain level and it's low, it will literally, you'll die. But if your blood sugar goes too high, you'll pass out. So in my spiritual messages, sugar is always related to the energy of love. So in the connection, this connection has low blood sugar and it's dropping faster. And the lower it gets, the faster it drops. The lower the sugar gets, the faster it drops. The less love there is, the less love there is. It's like there's less and less and less love in the situation. So a situation where somebody might have been faking the front real good, pretending like they love you, like you just can't see it no more. But the longer you stick around there, they're going to show you just how much there's not love there, how much anti-love energy is there. Okay. But the thing is also on the other flip side of that, let's talk about the high sugar message that I got now. High sugar. When your sugar get high, you're going to get sleepy. You're going to get sleepy. If you get too high, it's going to make you sleepy. And then you're going to want a lot of water. You're going to want a lot of water. And then you're going to, and then it gets too high. And eventually you could go into a diabetic coma, which means you're still alive, but you're being in a coma, you're being unconscious, right? So in this situation, the way I'm seeing it is somebody here, if you're too focused, I'm hearing too focused on this love situation and not paying attention to your spirituality. Too focused on the love situation and not paying attention to spirituality. You can end up in a coma. Okay, and I'm keeping the energy of love bombing there, because we're talking about high blood sugar, we're talking about love bombing. What happens when you get this love bombing? You start to crave. When your blood sugar get high, you start to crave water, rest. You get sleepy, you want to rest. So, the water, spiritual energy, emotional energy. So somebody here, is it that somebody wants you, they're obsessed with you, and you don't want them, you don't feel the same love for them, and so it's like you just don't want it anymore. So those are a couple of side messages coming out. Let me see. What are you having behind you? What are you having behind you? But overall, below you, life becomes cycles and changes. Behind you, you have the Nine of Wands. Overwhelmed, right now, doing too much, burden, too much words, too much stuff. Feeling like you got to defend and protect yourself. Feeling like I got too much on my plate. Got to clear some of this shit off my plate. Okay. Taking a rest and reevaluating. Resting and reevaluating, because this path doesn't seem to be open anymore. I'm here resting and reevaluating, because this path doesn't appear to be open anymore. And then we have the Six of Cups. Yeah. The past is no longer open no more. I heard the past is no longer open for business. So what's the past no longer open for business? I feel like that's the old mentality that's dying. The mentality that's I'm stuck, I'm afraid, I can't. That's dead. That's been dead in the water. I heard that's been dead in the water. The blast from the past, dead. Okay, somebody want to be back from the past. That don't work. You're not having it. I'm not hearing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. Okay, but these usually I just take one, but they're just like, so we have the Five of Cups. in above you. So it's telling me, you know, certain things are regrettable. It's sad. It's a loss. It's like, dang, that didn't work out the way I wanted it to. I don't feel the same way I used to no more. Okay, this is an energy where it's like guilt could be here. Guilt over leaving could be a big issue. But there's also this, I've learned a lot from this. I've learned a lot from this situation. I've learned something from this situation. Okay. And then we have the 10 of Cups. Learned a lot from this situation. Now I know what happiness means. Now that I know what love is not, now I know what love is. I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Somebody here, that song just came through like a ton of bricks. Okay, for you. Okay, so listen, somebody here, you know that you cherish your family. There's some regrets. There's some things that you don't feel the same about, but you know who you love. You know what you love. You know how you want to be treated. You know what love looks like because you're doing it different. You're doing it in heart. You're doing it in the way you wish you had it. You can have it. You still go and show it. You're going to show you're going to do it differently, okay? And what else we have? The 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. Hello, family. So maybe like at home in your house, whole family, childhood family, there wasn't a lot of love there. And you said you wanted to know what love was. Now you have your own family, your own house, own household. And so in that family, in that household, you're learning what love is. And then notice the way that Ben and Lisa are standing in the doorway. Honey, you standing in the doorway with your children. You get to decide who and what comes inside your house. Not just anybody gets to enter. You get to decide the number 343. Okay, so I got double feminine energy with the masculine energy in the side. So it's like you were loving and nurturing and receptive. In the future, you're going to be loving and nurturing and receptive. But in the middle of that, you're learning how to protect your energy, protect your home, protect your family out here. And sometimes with this is the end of a family situation, especially next to that 10 of Cups. Yeah, we could be seeing some of here, you know this family situation, you know this is family, honey. Yes, I know blood is thicker than water, but blood that ain't got no water in it, ain't got no spirit in it, ain't got no love in it, is coagulant and it will cause a blood clot, and a blood clot can kill your butt. So yes, this is the energy here where you're being more protective of your energy, you're taking care of your home, creating a healthy home. Again, you know what the toxic behaviors are, and so there's this determination in you to not bring that into your home. You know what abuse looks like. You're not doing that in your home. You know what drugs and violence looks like. You're not bringing that home. I don't want that in my family. I don't want my children to go through what I went through. Yeah, and then we have the 8 of Cups, so you walk away from all of that. Okay, so you know that also in walking away from that, you give yourself the chance to be happy, to live in that love energy. You said you wanted to know what love is. You want me to show, okay? Well, one of the things is you're going to have to show yourself. You're going to have to show yourself love by not entertaining the stuff that is showing up in your life as anti-love. That's one of the requirements here they're saying. Okay, so moving forward, let's see what's going to happen in this experience. Who are you? Where you're at? How's this message apply? Who's this person in your life or this situation you feel like you got to pull off of? And why is April on the cards? Okay, what's going to unfold here? We have the Star and the 7 of Swords, and I'm holding them both in reverse. Okay, so this is an energy where, listen, first off, you know there's a divine plan in place for your life, okay? And you know what you're going to find, because I feel like you're in the middle of the decision point of letting go and moving on. What you will find is everything happens for a divine plan, and there's going to be some rewards that come to your way because you're blessed no matter where you stand in your skin, okay? And so there's something coming in here where you're going to embrace more of that blessed no matter where you stand in your skin energy for yourself. I see also somebody here, you're revealing some deceptions about this Aquarius person, or there's somebody here who has been a deceiver, to try to get what they want. That's all going to be revealed, and you're not playing the game with them no more. You're going to make her plain as day. You're going to put it plain as day out in the open for everybody to see. So however that unfolds for you, I see that in your energy, okay? I also see the rewards and blessings that comes from making healthier choices for yourself. You don't know what that looks like. And I want to know what love is. I want you to show me. Maybe you ain't seen it from another person. But once you start showing it to yourself, that's when it shows up. And then it can show up out here. And then it can show up. But you got to give it to yourself first. And like tolerating unhealthy, abusive behavior, manipulative behavior, deceptive behavior, whatever is going on, unhealthiness, it's not allowing space for that. So it's not like with the Seven of Pentacles as your opportunity, you don't have to continue to go down that path. I mean, if you continue to go down that path, you'll find that your own light will be diminished by you. Not by them. You'll be feeling drained. You'll be feeling hopeless. You'll be feeling like shit never works out. And it's not going to be their fault. It's going to be your fault because you already knew and had the cue to let this go. And when you don't listen to your soul, there are consequences and repercussions for that too. So whichever way this is going to go is up to you. Because right now you're at an important decision point. And I hear an important life juncture. Are you going to hold on to this and continue to water a dead plant or water this dead situation, this unhealthy situation that leads to your death? You're going to keep your blood sugar low, or you're going to put some candy. You need some sweetness in your life. You get blood sugar get low. So I say, can you please keep a few pieces of candy if you got sugar issues, because that candy will keep you going so you get some nutrients. You get nourished. Probably ain't been eating well. Okay, probably ain't been eating enough. Got low blood sugar because you have consumed enough gas for your system. You know what I'm saying? So let me see what you're doing. One card. Thank you. What you're doing? Nine of Cups. You're choosing your wish fulfillment. You're thinking, you know, I gotta let go of this situation so I can be happier. Yes, the Eight of Cups. You come out on your head. Like, maybe if I move on, things will get better. Maybe if I let go and stop trying to make them do what I want them to do, or get them to see me the way I really am, or whatever that is. If I stop trying to heal them and start healing myself, to start reverse healing myself. Okay, if I withdraw and heal myself, okay, to be honest with myself, so I can grow in advance, maybe I'll be happy. You're looking at what is your path of happiness? What is your path of bliss? I heard. What you need to know is inspiring to help your dreams come true at this time. So work in harmony with that. You want to work in tandem. When life is showing you which way to go, honey, yeah, all this stuff is showing up as signs. That stuff ain't working out. Those people are being knuckleheads. That stuff is continuing to come back rotten. Okay, devil card now showed with the death card and the death card together showed up as rotten. One rotten apple will spoil the whole bunch. You gotta throw the rotten apple out before the rest of the bunch gets spoiled. Somebody here. There's something here about a rotten apple in your bunch. Who or what is the rotten apple in your bunch? It's gotta go. For some of you, it's an idea you've been holding on to. Is taking power from all your positive hopes, wishes, and aspirations. Okay. Somebody is a person you're hanging on to that has nothing good to contribute to the environment, to the children, to the family. And you know, if you keep holding on to them, all they're going to do is spread that energy within your home, within your family, within your environment. Yeah. And somebody, it's a behavior. It's a behavior. And when you do this shit, when you put that shit up your nose, you feel like shit the next day. You know, why you keep doing it? Why you got to do some shit that feels so rotten to you? You know what I'm saying? And you don't need to do that. For some of you, it's that negative thinking. It's different in all of you. Yeah? It's different in all of you. So let me see. In your environment, or what do you have in your environment? What do you have in your environment? You have the Knight of Goblets in reverse. Somebody here is not being very nice. Somebody is jealous. There's a jealous person. There's a jealous person. Somebody who's gaslighting you. Somebody who's telling you some BS, filling your head full of some BS, you know, telling lies, deception, manipulation, emotional manipulation. Well, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do without you. And, you know, you've always been there for me. And if you're not going to be there for me, now I'll be lost and I won't have nobody. Well, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that? Who decided to become the person that everybody wanted to run away from? You know what I'm saying? Other thing I'm seeing, not about Spirit already showed you what you needed. Spirit already showed you what you wanted to do. Spirit already showed you your path for your highest, right? It's good in the fulfillment of bliss in your life, the fulfillment of happiness, the fulfillment for your spirit, your soul, and your nourishment. Okay, and you have to follow that. Like Spirit's gonna basically, I'm hearing Spirit's gonna keep sending you same damn messages because you won't be able to move on to the next phase until you complete the phase you're in. It's like complete the assignment to get the next assignment. Some of you want the next assignment now, but you haven't completed the current assignment. What's the current assignment? Current assignment is what is unhealthy that you're stuck to, bound to. You still hold on to that shit. You ain't have no reason to hold on to that person, that people, that idea, that situation. You don't have that no more. If anything, it's showed you every reason to let it go, but you haven't done it. So the death card comes up saying, let it go already. What are you bound to? Let it go. Oh, you broke up with them, but y'all still best friends talking all the time. You broke up with them, but you still having them on your line. Is this your lover? Is this your family member? Is this a friend? Is this a decision where you said, you know what, I can't be doing them drugs no more, and here you are. The next thing you do is running around looking for something to put up your nose again. You know, is that what you're doing? You saying, I can't stand you until this is finished my health. And then here you are over there falling off the fucking chair because you're drunk, sloppy drunk again. And you're just not giving a damn about what it's doing to your health. Watch out for that, because Spirit is already showing you. I heard you already have the sign. So if you're still holding on to something, the Spirit has let you go, or someone, the Spirit has told you, let you know, you gotta let it go. Honey, there are consequences and repercussions. Comes in with my soul telling you, baby, how do you do it? Listen, that's not healthy. You know, listen, baby. Listen, that's not healthy. Stop doing that. You don't want that path. Closes over here. Let that go. You hold on to something that's not good for you. You don't listen. Honey, come on. And the next thing you know, Spirit's flipping the damn table on you, and you on the floor with all the bullshit that you didn't let go of. Let me see what's going on in your emotional body. What's going on in your hope? You have the type of sorts. First off, self-sabotage. You are afraid of letting go. You're afraid of what they're going to say. I heard you're afraid of what they're going to say. You're afraid of saying what's really on your mind. You're afraid of making the cut. You're afraid of telling them, listen, I can't see you no more. We can't do this no more. I can't be around you no more. You're afraid of cutting them off. You're afraid of blocking them. You're afraid of changing your mind. You're afraid of making a different choice. You're afraid of how people are going to respond to you. You're afraid of negative feedback. You're afraid people's going to talk mess about you because you to change your mind, you to walk away from the situation. Well, guess what? You're going to overcome this obstacle. You're going to have to go through this uncomfortable period. You're afraid of what it's going to do. And maybe you got some codependency and abandonment, right? But hold on. The consequences and repercussions holding on to this unhealthy negative energy is going to be a lot more serious, more grave. More grave, like this. The grave, more grave than if you were to let it go and see, move yourself on to the next experience in life. Life has a lot set up for you. But again, you can't get to the next project, the next assignment, the next level until you conclude where you're at. You got to conclude where you're at, and you know what that is. Okay, somebody here, you still being controlled by a person who's fucking dead. Yeah, I said it the way I said it, and I said it a little spitefully because, listen, you allow that dead person to control you. All right, they controlled you in life, and now you're letting them control you in death. You know you need to quit that. You're letting that old relationship that controls your life, control your death, and control you now. You know you're supposed to let it go, and if you don't, it's controlling you now to the point of your death. Is it a spiritual death? Is it a death of something you really want? You really want something, and not the cups is in the action of what you're doing right here. You really want something. If you really want something that's unhealthy from your past, guess what? You will forfeit what you want to hold on to that. So it's like, do you want what you had, or do you want what you got coming? The Six of Pentacles comes out as your final outcome card. No, it's not final because I'm going to pull four clarifiers. Six of Pentacles is about what you want to invest in your energy and what you give your time and your focus to. What are you investing your time, energy, and your resources into? Because this is where you're reciprocating your energy. We're just going to pull off the top. We're not shifting no more because you, the fools. I see you walking away, starting over. You can go anywhere you want to do. Spirit is listen. They're showing you the healthier option for yourself. But if you choose the unhealthier option, all that's going to happen is you're going to stay in shadow work. Period. You'll stay in shadow work. Is that bad? Not necessarily. Nothing is good or bad. You have the option to do things any way you want to. You literally do. Which option are you choosing for yourself? Which way do you want to do this? Because if you keep choosing to stick into this unhealthy situation, what you're going to find you're not going to like. And you've already been shown that. So the fools walking away, beginning again, when the road twists and turns, you need to remember why. The choices you're making today to listen to the intuition, to follow the path of highest good, to free yourself from unhealthy behaviors, ideas, individuals, and circumstances. You don't have to. So some of you are not going to change your physical stuff. It's a change of your mind. Some of you, you got your mind in a decent place, but your physical circumstances aren't allowed because you're still trying to appease somebody. I hear. Let me see what the fools you have. The 10 of Wands. Yeah, I see you're done. You're freaking done. I feel like, yeah, with the fools and the 10 of Wands, you're done. You're like, I can't be your angel no more. There's nothing else I can do. I have my own responsibilities to carry. I got to make sure that my children never go through this. I got to make sure to do things differently. I got to make sure to take care of my health. I can't sit up here and have your cake because, listen, my sugar is getting too high. I can't sit up here and have your sweets because it's just not healthy for me. It's just not healthy for me. Or I can't sit up here and not eat because you don't want to eat. Ooh, I heard somebody don't want to have no spiritual nourishment, but you do. And if you keep on doing what they want you to do, it's like it's taking you away from your spiritual nourishment. If you don't get that, that's not healthy for you. So something's coming to an end here. Let me see. Other side of the table, you have the Emperor. Is this your father? Is this your husband? Is this your divine masculine? Is this the authority? Okay. Discipline and organization is necessary. And the Magician. Oh boy. Manipulation. Okay. You got to write your own story. You have infinite potential here. Somebody else wants to dictate how your story goes. Somebody else wants to tell you what you need to do. Somebody else wants to be control. They want to be the authority in your life. They want to dictate for you. For some of you, this is the mentality of your father. For some of you, this is a dead husband that was a manipulative, controlling, narcissistic ass. This is it. And here's the thing. So they're both coming out on the other side of the table as major arcanas because Spirit is saying, listen, no. They're not in control. They're not the boss. It's time for you to step up, be the boss of your life. You're the boss. You're the authority. You're the one with the power. You got the magic. Apply it for yourself. Do not give your point of power over to another person. And stop. I heard, and you don't want to be giving your power over to the past either. That past energy, okay? That's what I have coming out. Let me see what's at the bottom of the deck. The 8 of Pentacles was there at the bottom of the deck talking about this has been going on and on and on and on and on. This is a repetitive cycle. It repeat. It keeps repeating. It keeps coming back the same way. Why? Because Spirit has been having this message on repeat until you get the idea. And so what do I see? I see that, listen, there's been a toxic manipulative situation and it makes you want to behave toxically, right? You know how to overcome it. Well, that's 5 of Wands. With the 6 of Wands, you know how to overcome it. With the 7 of Pentacles as your opportunity here, you have the opportunity to decide what you're going to invest your energy in. This situation has been on a decline. Maybe your finances has been getting down as you've been entertaining this situation. The Wheel of Fortune is in your physical experience saying, hey, you have every reason to let this go. We've already shown you what you need to know. And what it is in your past. 9 of Wands, 6 of Cups. This experience is past energy. So this could be somebody you return to in your past or somebody you're holding on to from your past. This would be an old mentality, okay, from your childhood. But it keeps you blocked. It keeps you stuck. It keeps you feeling no luck. I heard feeling no luck. Above you, you had the 5 of Cups with the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups, which was telling me sorrows and regrets got to come to an end. And you know it could be surrounded a family experience with the 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. Okay, you know that you want that long-term happy family outcome, right? 8 of Cups, but you also know that you have to release emotional ties and connections to somebody. Maybe you got to give up some sort of emotional expectation in a situation, or maybe you got to just let go of people, or maybe you got to move on from places because the 8 of Cups talks about moving on. So what's going to happen here? You have the Star in reverse with the 7 of Swords in reverse, okay? Again, I saw that for somebody here, there's a revealing of some secrets about an Aquarius that you're going to choose to heal yourself by being honest with yourself and allowing yourself to grow. And the thing is, you're going to accept, I heard you're going to accept that this situation is a disappointment. This is not how you wanted it to go. And that's okay. Once you accept it for what it is, then it can evolve and change into something better. That doesn't mean that another person is going to change. It means you're going to learn and grow and you will get better. Yeah. And I heard, and it's not until you've walked away that your blessings will be revealed. It's not until you've walked away that your blessings will be revealed. Again, is it somebody from your past that's making you feel stuck? Is it somewhere where you think somebody else has the ability to make you feel stuck? Is it somebody that's dead and you still feel bound to them? Honey, they're gone. Let it go. Yeah. 9 of Cups here. Wish fulfillment. You have independence. You have happiness. You have an opportunity to be happy, and you're choosing that at this time. You are. Knight of Goblets in reverse. Spirit said you've been getting this message for a while. It's also saying this person has been emotionally deceptive. They're not open. They're not open to give. They don't give love. They'll take all the love you got, but they ain't gonna give you none back. Okay, they could be gaslighting. They could be lying to you, deceiving you, manipulating you in some sort of way emotionally, and you know that shit already. You've already seen it. You've already seen it clear as day. Nobody need to really tell you, but we're telling you anyways. 5 of Swords in your headspace. You're afraid to walk away. You feel guilt over leaving. You feel guilt that you can't what? That you're, they try to make you feel guilty. You feel like internally, you know that things are only going to get better when you let this go. You know that internally, yeah? 6 of Pentacles, you're going to make wise investments because you know what you put your time and energy to is what pays you, right? And so what you're putting your time and energy to, I'm moving away from this. The road is twisting. Things are changing. And I got to bring an end to the situation because I have responsibilities that I have to take care of, yeah? With the Emperor and the Magician here saying, listen, you're taking back your power. You're stepping into your Emperor energy, stepping into your authority, reminding yourself you are the one, and you're going to discipline yourself to do what is more in your best interest. Yeah, with the Magician, you're not giving your power away to somebody. Nobody has the boss over you energy. You are not somebody's minor child. So whether this is a parent, somebody, husband with this Emperor energy here, it's a manipulator. It's somebody who thinks they have the boss energy over you. This is saying, no, they're not your boss. You thought they were your boss, but it's time for you to reclaim your power, pull it back from the situation. This is what I have for you today. Let me read your Alpha and Omega messages. We have the 6 of Emotions. Memories can fill your heart with many emotions. It's important to remember your past accurately without seeing it as better or worse than it was. People you used to know may return to your life unexpectedly. Children can be an important issue, or you may need to reconnect with your own inner child. Yes. Children, we mentioned in this, you're going to do this to protect your children. And we did talk about this is something from your past. It keeps coming up, creating this blockage energy or someone from your past, right? Okay, dearest you, we have something exciting to share with you. You are a manifesting master and you don't even know it. There'll always be enough of everything you need in your life: money, opportunities, love, kindness. So whatever you're asking guidance about, have faith and be open to the many ways in which you will experience prosperity. Spirit is the source of your supply. The universe is always reflecting back to you what you believe. So whenever you fall into insecurity, you will be shown an illusion as if your fear were real. You are and always have been enough, and abundance is your natural state. If you can imagine something consistently as truth, you can and will create it. You are so on the right path now. Keep believing, then the seeing happens, loving you more and more every day. This is telling me, listen, you gave your power away to something. But hold on. They were never your source. They were never the source of your power. They were never the source of your magic. They were never the source of your prosperity or abundance. It was you. I heard in some of these cases, any prosperity and abundance they had, it literally came because you were there. You created it for them. I'm seeing a loving wife who is seeing the best in her husband, knowing he always takes care of her. And little do you know, that's why he always had money, because you held him in that light. He didn't even see himself that way. But that's how powerful you were, because you were bonded and connected. He was able to be that way. Interesting. If he's not here no more, guess what? You still have your source, because you were the source anyways. I heard you were still the source anyways. And so this is what I have for you for a download today. It's chock full of messages. I'm going to leave this here. I don't think there's an extent, but I'm going to leave this whole spread right here just in case I get a chance to come back to it. We might have to do an extent on it. We'll see how the day unfolds. All right. This is what I have for you at this time, my loves. Until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. As in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, Me and mine. Oh, they said, do you a yes or no real quick. And then I can say until next time. So you can pause the video if you like. I'm going to pull you a yes or no answer. Because I'm in the back of my mind, I'm like, what about the memory minis? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. I don't know if I have time for that. I know I don't have time for that right now. This reading went a lot longer than what I thought it was going to. I really need to get up out of here and get about my business, okay? So, I mean, until y'all start replacing the money I make doing nails, this is just the way it's going to go. So let me see, what do I have as the answer, yes or no? We'll make time for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. The answer is no. 9 of Cups is your final card there. The 3 of Swords is at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, that's what I have for you. And until next time. Later, baby. And I'm out.